Hi everyone, Sherls here. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Sherls Crafts. I'm so glad you are here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It truly helps our amazing community grow. As a little thank you for your support, any comment you leave on my videos automatically serves as an entry into my annual YouTube subscribers appreciation giveaway. This is my way of showing appreciation for all of you. Each May, I will randomly select and announce multiple winners, and the prizes will even include any unclaimed giveaways from the past year. So, comment away. Before we jump into the main project, I want to remind you about the giveaway just for this Christmas Companion series. To enter, simply keep an eye out for a keyword or a question that I will mention at some point during the video. It could be at the beginning, middle, or end. Leave your answer or the keyword in the comment below, and you will be entered to win a fun prize from me. If the winner is based in the US, the prize is the Christmas Companion we are going to make throughout this series. I would love to offer the same price if our winner is based outside of the US. Unfortunately, the postage is crazy high for international shipping. Therefore, if the winner is based outside the US, the price will be a digital kit of the winner's choice. To give you a chance to catch up, I will pick and announce the winner a week after my last video of this series. You can find all the videos of this series in the Christmas Companion playlist listed in the description box. Finally, we are going to start on the album part of the Christmas Companion book. For this part, you need 13 sheets of 65 pound or 176 GSM cardstocks. I only have the cardstocks in US letter size, 11 by 8.5 inches. I am not aware if there are any cardstocks in A4 size. This is the only cardstocks I have. So all of the measurement of the album part of the Christmas Companion will be based on the US letter size, 11 by 8.5 inches. These 13 sheets of cardstocks, you need to prepare them into 8 sheets 11 by 8.5 inches, 1 sheet 8 7/8 inches by 8.5 inches, one sheet 8 by 8.5 inches, two sheets 1 by 8.5 inches, two sheets 1.5 inches by 8.5 inches, two sheets 5.25 inches by 8.5 inches, four sheets 4.25 inches by 6.75 inches, two sheets 8.5 inches by 4.25 inches. I will put this size on the description box. And these two strips, I cut it from the leftover of these two sheets. Same with this size, I cut it from the leftover of these four sheets, 4.25 inches by 6.75 inches. I will show you how I cut these four sizes and these two sizes in this video, so you are not wasting a lot of your cardstocks. The 11 by 8.5 inches is very easy. It's pretty much the full size of the cardstock. I do not have to do anything to it. Let's start cutting these sizes. So the first one, I need 8 7/8 inches by 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches, pretty much the height of my cardstock, so I don't have to worry about that. This one goes here, and this strip, it is 2 1/8 inches, so I am going to cut it into half for the 1 by 8.5 inches strips. One of these strips will obviously be a little bit wider than the other, but I will still count it as 1 by 8.5 inches. The next one is 8 by 8.5 inches, and this strip, it is 3 inches wide, so I am going to cut it 1.5 inches by 8.5 inches. So now I am done with this part. The next one is 5.25 by 8.5. This is also easy. That's 5.25 and another 5.25. This is scrap that I can throw away or use it for something else. Then I need 4 sheets of 4.25 by 6.75. Let's use this strip as our indicator. And this part I can cut them together. So here I have 2 sheets of the cardstock. Properly line them up, and I am going to cut them 6.75 inches. This one is already 4.25 by 8.5 inches, and this one I am going to cut it into 4.25 inches. In my experience, all of this paper, it is not exactly 8.5 inches on my cutting board. See, this part, it is slightly over than 8.5 inches. To make sure that these 4 pieces are exactly 4.5 by 6.75 inches, I like to trim a little bit of the other stack. This one I can see that the last 2 stacks is slightly wider than the first 2 stacks. And this is important, as you will see when we put these cardstocks together. I think that's good enough. I haven't decided how to use these 2 sheets of 8.5 inches by 4.25 inches on the Christmas Companion book. These are the scraps from cutting these 4 sheets of 4.25 by 6.75 inches. I just made the decision to incorporate these scraps on the album part of the Christmas Companion after I made the prototype. I already have some idea on how to use this, but I would love to hear your opinion. How should I use these 2 sheets on the album part of the Christmas Companion? Should I use it as a flat? Should I turn this into an accordion pocket, or whatever you think I should use this for? Please leave your suggestion on the comment below. These are the cardstocks that you need for the album part of the Christmas Companion. I will be inking all of my cardstocks off camera, so you don't have to be bored by me inking all of them. In addition to these cardstocks, you of course also need some pretty papers to decorate the cardstocks. The pretty papers that you will be needing are 29 sheets of 5.25 by 8.25 inches and 4 sheets 5 by 7.5 inches. The paper that I will be using is the Christmas Mice and Mushroom by Creative Paper Artisan. These 5 and 7.5 inches, I will be cutting it from these smaller size pages in the kit. These pages, after I cut it into half, it is almost the size that I will be needing here. So that's what I printed for my Christmas Companion, and I also printed the full page design in the kit. I printed some in full sheets without border. Then I realized that I would be cutting some part of it. Like for these sheets, I will have to trim 1/4 inches, which is okay, but ideally I should be printing them with border, and this will be slightly shorter than 8¼ inches, but that's totally fine. So if you are printing a digital kit to use for your Christmas companion, I suggest to print your digital with border. There are total 10 sheets of full page design in the Christmas mice and mushroom. Then I also printed some of the smaller page design with a custom scale. The scale that I use to print this is 105%. I picked the design that's mostly plain, like 2 of them are plain, so the page that I will be using this for can be used as writing pages. And I also picked this design that I love. This one for sure I will be using it as a full page spread. So that's the paper that I will be using. I will cut this into the size that I need off camera as well. And in the next video, we will finally start assembling the album part of the Christmas companion. In my last video, I did mention that I will be using the leftover Christmas steampunk kit to decorate the album part. However, as you can see here, I changed my mind. I am now thinking of turning this into a starter journal, which I will try to keep it as flat as possible, as simple as possible, so I can send this to the winner if they are not based in the US. So yes, if the winner of this series is not in the US, they will receive the starter journal using this leftover Christmas steampunk kit and a digital kit from me. I think that will make the price more fair between US winner and international winner. In the next few videos, I hope it is only like 2 videos, not more than 3. We are going to finish this album part, and then finally I can do the final reveal, and a week later I can pick the winner for this Christmas companion. Thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial is clear enough for you to prepare all of the cardstocks and the digitals that we will be using for the album part of the Christmas companion. As always, a huge thank you for your incredible support. Please remember to like, comment, especially if you want to win the Christmas companion giveaway. Don't forget the keyword or answer the question that I mentioned in this video. And please subscribe if you haven't. It means the world to me. Until next video, happy crafting!